This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing the Mothership role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is called Zeta-37. It was written by McLean, who is also our game warden, and this is episode 1. Before we begin, I want to mention that we get most of our funding through our Patreon site. Your generous support helps us to pay for our website, our club space, and everything that goes into our video production. If you give us a few dollars a month, we will deeply appreciate it. So, without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Connor?
Thank you, Tom. As the six of you drift through space, your shuttle has been on course to Zeta-37 for the past week or so. It hasn't been the longest journey any of you have been on, but it's been the most recent, as you have been hired by Materia Incorporated as a survey team for their newest mining operation. And simply put, you are to head onto the surface of the moon and basically make sure it's safe to send other people there. If it's not, well, the company will find out one way or another. And eventually, you all slowly begin to wake up as your stasis chambers begin to unfreeze. And the pods slowly open, a bit of steam rising out. And yeah, everything is as you left it when you set off.
Computer, how close are we?
We will be approaching the moon in 4 hours.
Cool. I want survey scans from orbit before we go down.
Of course, Doctor.
I'm going to attend to the others who might be experiencing some grogginess in waking up. I'll give them stimulants if they need them. The good stuff. Here, breathes. Jack, are you waking up?
Yeah. Telling ya, I need to find a different job. Get tired of these being frozen and then woken back up. Oh,
Well,
see.
here's a glass of electrolytes and some stimulants.
Thank you.
Looks like the Teamsters are waking up.
Oh, good. Hopefully we can get on there, see what it is, get a hefty sample, and we can get a real team out here to drill this rock.
Where the hell is Blair? Is Blair steering the damn ship or what?
You know that.
I'll go over to the intercom. Blair, we're waking up.
Excellent. I will be there shortly.
Marine.
Let's go get these other guys up. They're getting on the clock. When we wake up, they don't need them laying around.
Warden, are we the only people on the ship, or are there other people?
It is just your crew of 6.
Okay.
Go over and check on the on Eldon. See if he's up.
No need to check on me. I'm up.
Oh, well, good. I know that You said you had some equipment you had to get ready before we landed. I didn't want you to be wasting any time on that.
I'm already on it. I don't waste time.
Yeah, I know. You told me before we went under sleep that you don't, but
Well, I'm going to go waste some time in the shower.
Greetings,
I
Dr.
feel
Plank.
sweaty. Ah, Blair, good.
I'll have the preliminary geology reports for you then as soon as you get out of the shower.
Excellent. Everything working okay? No problems?
All systems nominal.
Excellent. We'll get some breakfast on the table. And I'll go to the shower.
You all are waking up, you're preparing what you need to do before you land, whether it be showering, preparing breakfast, getting equipment ready, anything like that. And with practiced efficiency, you guys are pretty much all ready for surface in 10, 15 minutes tops.
There's huge deposits of palladium and rhodium and nickel. Some other stuff I don't recognize what that is, but yeah, I can see why they sent us out here. This mine out here will make a fortune.
yeah, good. I wish I'd bought some stock in the company beforehand, but
Yeah.
Where's
Little
my cat?
scientist.
your cat?
Yeah, my cat. There he is.
Yeah, keep on
I
mind
bring my
getting to
cat with me everywhere I go.
Yeah, I know.
keep your cat away from the explosives if you could. Like
To
getting
scratch
the
his
satchel.
clothes.
My cat is a well-trained cat. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Isn't that
keep
an
on-
oxymoron? A well-trained cat? They'll just be up there knocking the bombs off the table. That's
As you say
Brain
that,
implants.
it starts nuzzling a brick of C7.
hmm
And when Eldon sees that, he just like grabs it, scoops it up,
see what I mean?
and it's like, "What are you looking at?
Ah,
Mind your own business."
Blair, do you have any recommendations on where we should sit down?
Well, as your tanks were decanting, I took the liberty of preparing several potential sites that have various interesting properties. If you check the list, Site B, I believe, is perhaps the most novel, although Site A has the greatest quantity of high-value minerals close to the surface.
We'll go to A.
Yeah.
can
I mean, Thompson, you guys own the planet, so it's more of
Yeah.
a moon, isn't it? It's not a planet.
Yeah.
Is there any
Yeah.
atmosphere at all, or is it too small?
there it was reported that there was no atmosphere. But as you are talking, the computer once again kind of brightens up. Dr. Planck, scans of the surface show human structures on the surface.
That's not possible. Out here?
I thought it was not supposed to have anyone on here.
They weren't on. Yeah, they were not
Yeah.
on the long-range scans.
Pull them up on the screen. Let's take a look at this.
And in a few moments, the screen goes from just kind of static green or blue to a sort of aerial picture, and you can see there's a decent sized, what appears to be an outpost built on the surface of the planet, or the moon, I should say.
What the fuck?
Jack, you might be out of luck if somebody else has claimed this already.
No, they haven't filed any of the proper paperwork to be able to build out here at all.
Well, I don't appreciate
Seems-
9 months in cryo.
So I gather
For a
none
waste
of
of time.
it, Thompson.
No.
I'm not going to blow up anything unless the legal team of the company covers me.
Oh, I got what? Don't you worry about that. We've got every right to this rock. Probably a bunch of squatters.
Well, we're going to need you because you're the only one who knows corporate law.
That's why I'm here. Is there any
Uh,
like iconography painted on the buildings there? Or
None that you can see through the aerial picture. The compound itself is of decent size. The easiest thing you could equate it to is maybe a science outpost of some sort, or maybe even a military listening post. It's of decent size to just be habitation.
jeez.
That doesn't look like squatters, Thompson.
No, it's probably the fucking government. They never want to tell you if they've got some post out here, and then they approve stuff, and then you get there and they're like, oh no, we were here but you didn't have the clearance to know about it. I'm like, Jesus
Jack, do
Christ.
you want us to go on to A or do you want us to land near that structure? See what's going on.
I think we should land by the structure. That way, we can give it. We'll be friendly, right?
Yeah. Are we getting
Okay.
any radio signals?
Uh,
Uh,
as you tune in, or as you ask that question, the computer quickly chimes in. I will try to contact. I will try to contact the surface dwelling. And few beeps and boops. I am not getting any return signal when I try to hail, but it does appear that the outpost is on lockdown.
Talk
are we
down.
getting life form readings or can you
Negative.
sense metabolism? No
What
negative.
about, is any power plants active?
None that scanners show. Though
It may be
this
an abandoned outpost.
Yeah. Hey, Blair, since it's going to take a while to get a response, can you send an interrogative back to home and asking if they've got any details of someone being out here? I know it's going to take about 40 minutes to get that signal there and back, and then to look it up. So we've got a few hours before they'll respond.
I will put in the request to headquarters, Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Blair.
Does the special
Out.
have any drones to check things out?
Well, we're
William?
still in orbit, so
Oh,
I think we should go down there because if anything, it'll give us a home base to work out of.
I have every right to be here. Also, corporate spent a lot of money
Abandoned
to
is
send us
abandoned.
out. Yeah, corporate sent us a lot of money to be out here. If it's abandoned, the laws of the sea brought they came up to space. We can actually salvage that.
Sure.
What do you mean, computer? What do you mean by it's in lockdown procedures?
main power of the outpost is non-functioning. However, emergency power has been activated to ensure the protocol stays in place.
Hmm.
Um, we're probably too far away for internal temperature scans, but probably the temperature of the with no power. It's probably the temperature of the planet of the moon's surface, which is
Yeah,
close to what 200 below zero. Um, I still think it's our best bet to set up a camp there.
yeah. I mean,
You might have bathrooms.
well, and the computer said that it does have a main power. If we can get that up and running,
Yeah.
hell, might not have to wear this freaking space suit all day.
I wish we'd brought a medical personnel with us. I mean, I was just thinking, well, we got to wear hazmat suits because it could be quarantined. Maybe they all died of space fever or something.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those, military scientific outposts that we're experimenting with stuff.
Well, that they're all over the place. I say we go in there with hazmats. If we find bodies, we just clear them out. We sterilize the place and we take it over.
Well, we'll let Sergeant Hacker Sorry, Catherine. I can never pronounce your last name. We'll let Catherine go in first. She's the one that's trained to deal with this kind of threats.
I will get that sorted.
Guys land.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
ship. The ship starts settling down on a already pre-made landing pad that the scans had picked up. And as you do, you can kind of get a small look out of the viewport windows of the ship. This is as rocky and desolate as a moon could get. But to the trained eye, you can see the faint glimmer of maybe iron veins, even maybe a shine of gold across a few of the craters.
That wouldn't be usual. These moons are accretions of just all sorts of space junk. Uh, well, looking at it, we're familiar with Earth 9 months ago, or wherever we were stationed. We know what our
Mhm.
technology is. Does this look like old technology? Like,
Yeah, as you're getting a look at this place, it seems maybe a decade or two out of date. This is an
hmm,
older structure.
I didn't know people were out here that far.
Yeah. I could explain why no one mentioned it. If it was a military outpost during a war, and it wasn't involved in a big battle, that kind of gets lost sometimes in history.
Maybe it was space pirates. Who knows?
Yeah. Even space
Well,
pirates.
now that we're closer to it, is there any, like either military, governmental, or corporate insignias on it?
As you're looking at it, there's no insignias or anything like that on the building, but it is painted sort of a kind of drab olive green, just as a kind of base color. So possibly military, but whoever built it did not want it known who they were, at least by
Yeah.
branding.
Do they look like prefabs? Like, does this look like it's like, like a proper
Yeah,
um
pre-built placed here.
Hmm. Um,
And no, not even any numbers or anything written on anything. Hmm.
You're thinking they might have been painted over.
Uh, maybe it was just people looking for a new place to live. Who knows?
well, Blair, you mentioned a prefab. If it's prefab, maybe we can figure out who made the prefab. We can get a blueprint and kind of know the layout inside of that complex.
Might be something in the computers or in the library.
Yeah,
There might be a manufacturer's mark somewhere where they wouldn't have thought of it, like inside the door frame or something. But
exactly.
let's suit up. You guys want to go?
Yeah, let's go check this out.
It's an adventure. We don't get many adventures out here.
No.
EPIA, you get me inside, and I'm going to keep you safe.
Save from the giant alien space creatures that'll jump out of the shadows and give us jazz hands.
All right.
So yeah,
Yep.
the six of you suit up in your space slash hazmat suits, and you disembark from your vessel and start walking towards the outpost. And you see that right outside there does seem to be kind of a perimeter gate sort of set up, and it is currently locked due to the protocol. But you do see a keypad out here that one may be able to hack into.
the gate? How is this like kind of enclosing a campus in which there are multiple buildings, or is it just like one building with the gate kind of surrounding it in a perimeter?
Yeah, one main building with the gate. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking around on the perimeter, is there any equipment left out or vehicles? Not the huge vehicles, but like
Yeah, you
you know,
do see There are a few old crates that have been sort of left in place, a few rusted over rovers, or what they seem, kind of older style light vehicle, mostly meant for survey work, which all of you are quite familiar with, though like the
Oh,
building itself, it's a much older design than what you're used to.
so it looks like they were surveying the planet.
Huh.
What do you need a gate for? That's weird.
Well, if the fans rovers, they were probably going outside the compound. But you're right. Why would they need a gate if there's nothing out there?
Maybe they were cattle ranchers. Who knows?
I find that human psychology seeks comfort in things, one of which is security theater.
That is true.
Do you want me to check out the vehicles to see if any of them are salvageable?
Wait, what? Are the vehicles inside the gate or inside the fence line or outside the fence line?
They are inside the fence line,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you
once
can
we
kind of get a good look.
once we
Once
get
Blair
inside,
has the
sounds good. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
See if they got any marks on it, any manufacturer's marks.
Yeah, I'll look.
Yeah, it doesn't take more than a moment for Blair to hack in. This is older technology. And after a few moments, the gates slowly swing open. And yeah, you have full access to the courtyard area.
Hmm. I claim
And it's
this.
just rock, right?
Yeah, I'm going to claim this for the corporation. I've always wanted to be able to make that declaration.
Did you bring a flag?
Damn it! I did it. Oh well.
Yeah, head over toward one of the vehicles and check it out. See if I can find you know, its serial number. See um, what's what corporation made it.
Yeah,
If it's
you're
even
checking
salvageable.
out. It is not salvageable. It seems that time has kind of eaten away at it a little too far. Um, in terms of serial number, as you're reading it and you see the corporate logo that is near the number, this whoever made these went defunct a while ago.
Hmm. Yeah, the company that made these vehicles is not around anymore.
Yeah, but if this government facility, they might have only had government contracts. Government goes with a different bidder. That company goes under. I mean, hell, it's
Well, that's true. There's probably something useful here. I mean, we might be able to operate them, but usually these have valuable materials in them.
yeah. I
Should
mean,
be.
just yeah,
I don't
and
know.
metal.
Katie, do you think that any of this looks like military, the way a military would lay this out if it was military? It's kind of haphazard.
Um, well, back at Content Corp, we usually do a lot of stuff, some good stuff, some bad stuff, always with a smile on our faces, but never with smudged marks. You never take away the logo from a corporation, let me tell you that.
Yeah. Or paint over the numbers.
Hmm.
No.
Are there windows on these buildings?
No,
Okay, all
purely
right,
metallic faces.
okay. Um,
Any cameras or anything that someone could look, be able to visualize from the inside out? Since there's not windows, is there any security cameras and such?
Yeah, you do notice that along the walls there are at least a pair of cameras on every corner, but due to the lockdown and emergency power, they're currently off.
Hmm.
Whether or not they still work, you don't know.
huh?
This is damn peculiar.
Yeah. fuck it. I'm gonna go up to the door and see if I can try it.
As you go up and try the door, you hear from a small intercom, passcode required.
I got a
Try
synthetic in
try
here.
69 or 20.
All right.
Passcode rejected.
Worth it, right?
Yeah. Apparently, it wasn't set up by probably not a military compound if that one didn't work.
Blair, any
I could try to bypass it.
Yeah.
if
If
we have
not,
to.
we'll have Hassan bypass it with one of his bombs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prep a small explosive just in case.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give the door mechanism a look. And I don't know if um the whole like intercom system is built into the lock, or is that a separate system?
It does appear to be built into the lock of this door. So it might take a bit more effort to kind of untangle a passcode lock that's directly connected to the communication system. So for
Gotcha.
this one, I will have you roll bypass.
Okay. Would my computer be applicable to this?
Yes.
That's a 41. That's success.
Yeah, as you start to work your synthetic magic, eventually the intercom just says out of the blue as you're working, passcode accepted, and the doors slowly peel apart as they open. Inside, it is almost pitch black, save for dim red emergency lights that are over the top of the exit and kind of lining the floor. And
I'm
in anyone looking in, make me a fear save as
Oh,
you see the dusty skeletal remains of some poor soul from this place.
Oh.
Never mind.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to say I brought my survey camera with me, so I'm
You want to
that's
roll?
documenting this.
I assume you want to roll under, correct?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Nope.
All right. Any successes?
Yes.
All right.
Even Blair failed with a 78 against my 77.
So
Do androids do fear saves?
They're just
uh,
incredibly resistant to it.
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do have very high resistance. Okay.
Yeah, they
Oh,
get
there's
plus.
the
I mean, that
bodies.
C-3PO failed his fear save like a whole bunch. And
Yeah.
he was in.
Blair's eyes go wide and he just says, "Oh dear, this is going to end up just like the last crew."
What?
What
How
happens when you
about
fail a fear save? What happens?
Your stress goes up.
Yes,
Yep.
that's
Oh,
it.
by one?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the GM tells me.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah,
one.
we'll say by one.
Okay.
I should have.
Um, I move up in place to right behind Sergeant Catherine, uh, Sergeant Acker. Um, well, I think whatever killed him happened a long time ago. Let me take a look at them.
Yeah, sure thing,
No.
Doc. And she's going to open the flashlight at the end of her shotgun and just scout the area. Be sure that everything is safe.
Yeah. So we'll start
So
with Dr. Plank. You see that the body is in some sort of scientist getup. white coat, everything like that, though it's been torn heavily in the back to where it's nearly non-existent at this point.
Yeah.
Various broken ribs and bones of various sizes and parts, and you
And
see
they
the
looked like
skeleton.
they were broken by impact, not by just years of sitting here and falling apart.
Yeah, like whoever this was mauled by something.
I'll keep that to myself at the moment as I'm looking.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
And then,
I'm gonna set up a light since I probably brought some equipment in. I'm gonna set up a little light tripod so that there's more of a light
Let's see
in the
here.
whole area.
Yeah.
yeah, you start setting up some lights, and in this kind of opening room, you see that this might have acted as a common area. You see that there's plenty of seating, a little side area with a space microwave, and a fridge. And then there are a few doors to your left and right that were probably rooms.
And it's just the one skeleton, or is it multiple skeletons?
Just the one you can see out in the hall.
Okay.
There,
Hmm.
is there an ID badge, or because I know like sometimes
Oh,
on like lab cloaks, there's got
sure,
like the
sure.
little ID badge hooked up to it.
Security. That should tell us at least something about the corporation or whoever.
Yeah, you see that clipped on the front as you kind of lift up the body a bit, that this was one Dr. Elliot Monroe, uh, head head of geology.
Hmm.
So they were surveying the planet. Dr. Monroe.
Hmm.
Does it have a corporation or anything named on it?
Does not.
Does it look like a proximity badge? Is it in it? So like that would like open up other doors or
Yeah, you kind of see on the back it does have some sort of device that would probably make it act like a key card.
I'll unclip it and hand it to Jack.
I get it and I go, hey, Catherine, I'm not gonna be the one opening the doors and I throw it to her.
I
I'll
Jack.
I'll sort of stand up next to Jack. So we're sort of looming over the body as Catherine's doing that, and I sort of say quietly to Jack, I'm like, something impacted him, something hit him. I don't see any indication that there's been an explosion or anything like that, but
You
his
think
bones are shattered.
so think like maybe they got like space crazies and they hit him with like a sledgehammer or something?
Doesn't look like a person. Well, yeah, maybe a sledgehammer. They would have had to have hit him repeatedly to do that kind of damage. Um,
Right. Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
so, and then they didn't move the body. They just left it there to die.
That's not good. That
So
means
maybe that's why they locked down. Um,
Yeah.
well, let's keep going. I'm sure whatever's here is dead by now.
Question for the warden. Looking around on the floor, do we see these colored bands like glued to showcase certain areas like the security room, the living quarters, stuff like that?
Yeah, as you are looking around, you do see there is both signs on the wall and colored paths along the floor to kind of indicate what's where. You see the common room is yellow and it leads into here from some of the halls. Blue for security, purple for the labs, and then finally red for the elevator.
Mhm.
Elevate. Uh, from the when we were approaching, did the prefab look like it was like how many stories? Just like
Singular.
so the elevator's got to be going down.
Going down.
Yeah, okay.
I'd explain to the geologist. What do you think? We should hit the security area first? They might have notes about what happened.
I think that at first we kind of need some power.
Oh, that's
Eldon
right.
I think Eldon can get that sorted out. I can escort you. We can go and fix the generator or something.
Scanning, is there any atmosphere inside, or is it pretty much the same as outside at this point?
Inside, thanks to the emergency power, there is some atmosphere. The air is stale as it hasn't moved in God knows how long, and there's definitely the acrid smell of decay in the air. But
So we came through an airlock to get in then. Okay,
yeah,
that makes
pretty
sense.
much.
Yeah, see if you can get the air circulating again. And I would suggest nobody take off their helmets because we don't know if there's a pathogen. And we're ill-equipped to deal with it if there is. We don't want to get the space crazies, as Jack said.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. To get the air moving again, I do have computer skills. So,
You'd all assume that power would probably be in the lab area.
okay.
Can we go out and check it out, Eden?
I'll head straight there
Let's
to the lab
let's
area.
let's go systematically to make sure there's nothing hazardous. Then we
Right.
can spread out and do everything. We don't want the space monsters to come flying out at us at any point. None of us
Yeah.
think that's serious, but you know.
No, no,
I
no,
need
but
levity
yeah,
to reduce
yeah,
the stress.
yeah. But I agree. Let's do systematically, but like if let's go together to the lab, get this power going on. We can have some more light and all this red light is annoying.
You all make your way down to the labs, and as you do, and you kind of enter in, you see that there are plenty of stations with microscopes and all kinds of scanners, various rock samples and mineral samples kind of scattered around on different tables and shelves. And in the way back, you do see in its own separate closet, there's an electrical closet.
Guys, we might end up getting all of their data and then we won't have too much surveying at all.
I like your thoughts there.
You still have to pay us.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't worry. Sign all your paychecks off on that. Well, then see if you can get that power going.
All right. I
Okay.
try to get the power going.
Yeah, you open up the door. It's a little stuck, but it doesn't take you very long to rewire a few of the power cables, and eventually, with a hum and a whir, the lights come on. You
Oh,
hear the vents starting to circulate the air, and the automatic voice of the outpost cheerily chimes in. Welcome all to Sublight Security Industries, where we keep you safe in Sublight. We have been inoperable for 20 years, 10 days, 17 hours, 41 minutes, and 32 seconds. Please report to the staff meeting area for new information and orders. Thank you, and have a good day.
20 years.
Hmm.
They were out here very early.
Oh, Sublight. Right. Ever heard of that company, Sublight Security?
Uh-uh.
Hmm.
No. Is that the
Oh,
computer system security or the actual corporation that put this here?
yeah.
Sergeant Acker, you have heard of Sublight Security.
Oh, I did.
They
Okay.
they are more bereft of a mercenary company than an actual business.
Okay.
Mostly bad, mostly in the shadow. Not a whole lot of people know what they do, but a lot of people know the name.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, these guys are familiar. I know of a guy that knows a guy that worked at the cafeteria that the cousin of another guy worked at this company, and it's pretty shady.
So you're
Uh,
basically saying they're rent-a-cops.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. You pay. They have. Would it be a stretch to call them genetically enhanced soldiers and stuff like that? Probably.
Mm.
Maybe
Yeah.
they were. So why would you send out a security team? Obviously, they had scientists because the equipment. Maybe they found something that they wanted to keep all to themselves. And
Yeah, could be. I mean, that if they didn't want people to know about it, that would explain why no one had filed a claim on this rock before.
As a
well, I want to know about it.
speculation, perhaps they were merely excavating a black site for storing weaponry or prisoners or any number of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be storing weaponry and all. That's a good idea there, Blair. Remember that flare up over Saturn's rings about 15, 20 years ago? There, so we thought we were going to get into a heck of a shooting. But
The
man,
Keebler
We,
incident. Yeah, everybody remembers that.
yeah,
Um,
uh, well, if it's
well,
military equipment, any type of explosive over 20 years could be quite volatile.
oh,
while I'm in the labs, we're in the labs now. I'll stay in the labs and see what was going on here. I feel fairly secure. Um, and I'll see if I can do some analysis on the atmosphere and see if there's any bugs, any germs that we need to watch out
yeah,
for.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
you
Okay.
guys can move on to other parts of the ship or the
Well, with
station.
the newly acquired knowledge that these guys were some big mercenary shots, I want to look for an armory, honestly, personally.
Be
Wouldn't
downstairs.
that be in the security?
Makes sense to me. Um, do I have so forgive me, you listed out the what the colors were leading to. Was one of them kind of leading to like that staff room that the computer mentioned?
Assume that the computer would be talking about the common room you stepped into earlier as a staff meeting room.
Okay, yeah.
I do believe the blue was the security.
Mhm.
Also, are the computer screens able to show us a schematic of the facility, or
Yeah,
are they not working? Yeah.
you see that there are a couple of computers that are still working. The screen's flickering a bit, but they're stable enough. And as you hop on one, you can quickly download a schematic of the outpost to kind of get a general layout, so you'll know where you're going.
Hmm, okay.
How many
I'm gonna
levels
go.
down does it
Yeah.
go?
Oh yeah. Hmm,
Uh, you see that it does have a section to show that this place does go underground. However, the number of levels have been redacted. Upper access
Huh.
required.
hmm.
All right, have fun. See what you
All
find.
right.
Let's keep in communication so that we can share
Agreed.
information.
Agreed.
Dr. Plank, would you like me to assist you with your scientific endeavors, or should I join with the rest of the team?
You should probably join with the others. They might need you to help open the doors if they encounter them. I'll be fine here.
Certainly. Sergeant Acker, please lead the way.
All right. And as Acker leads the rest of the team out of the lab, Plank, as you're looking at the computer you have started up, you notice that there is one report that is shown up on the screen.
Ah, let's see. This looks interesting. In report 3A, we have discovered high deposits of naturally occurring minerals that are rare finds these days. High deposits of silica, halite, and hematite have been found dotted across craters along the surface. There have also been findings of trace amounts of cobalt and gold closer to openings in the surface. One strange finding, however, is that from just a few scans of surface rocks, the moon itself is extremely calcium dense, not too odd, but just enough to make one wonder. We also seem to have reports of movement on the surface. That isn't from our teams. We have sent word to the Sublight Security Group for possible guarding of the outpost. Hmm. I mean, what could live out there? It's an alien world. Who knows? And I tap in and I say, guys, an interesting little note that I found. Um, uh, they did start surveying. There's lots of minerals that we're interested in, but they mentioned that there was movement on the surface of the moon that wasn't any part of their team. So they were wondering if there's something alive on this rock. I've never heard of a creature living on a rock, but uh, just keep your eyes open.
It could merely be
This,
differential heating of certain materials or minerals on the surface,
it, it,
which could.
yeah. I mean, there was that place on Earth with the rocks that moved, that walked around. Nobody figured that out for years.
Hmm.
You know, natural phenomena.
Yeah, jumping at shadows. Okay. Hi.
With that, we go to the rest of the group heading into the security room. You see that there is one door clearly marked as the security office, where you would assume camera feeds would go to. And then there is also an armory a little further back, and a door that is labeled barracks.
Okay. So the security room. So you got the armory and barracks. What was in the security room? Like
As
computers?
yeah, as you head on over to the door, the door is locked at the minute. It looks like it needs security clearance to enter, but there is a little window that you can kind of see in, and you can see basically a wall of monitors connected to the cameras, most of which are outside, but there are a few inside, and then a few that are just crackling black static that read Cave 1, 2, and 3.
I think Eldon is gonna kind of take this opportunity, use his computer skills to see if he can if he can clarify anything.
Well, we got to
Yeah,
get into the room first.
Right.
very true.
So
Uh,
so I'm just making sure. So it's behind a door, but we
Mhm.
can see what's on the other side.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a
All right.
window looking in.
The
Okay.
one of that is it that glass has got like the wire through it? What is that? Security glass? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
So we can't just
security
punch it out. We'll
glass.
rip the shit out of it. I'm gonna kind of glance around. Opening locked doors aren't my specialty. Is that common room anywhere near here?
Yeah, it's pretty much just a walk down the hall from where you came.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll just not getting out of their sight. I'm just gonna kind of walk down to there and see if that door's locked.
Yeah, you walk down and that door is unlocked. As you step in,
Hmm.
there are no bodies, but there have clearly been signs of a struggle in this room. There are a few overturned tables and chairs left in a heap, and you see dark red splatters across the wall that have been oxidized to black.
Mm, yeah. I'll yell back down and it's like, looks like this is where they had their blow up at. There's some blood stains on the walls.
Hmm.
Mm.
Another thing you notice in this room is that off in the corner you see the vent has its grate barely hanging on by a single corner bolt that leads up into the ventilation system.
Hmm. Sounds like a job for the sergeant to check that out. I'm gonna I'm just gonna kind of say, well, Sublighted came to the conference room like you wanted. You said you had further instructions. Yeah.
Joining Jack, I'm like, so I seen you've been busy.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I point up at the vent. I was like, look at that. It looks like someone thought they'd crawl out of here through there. Mm.
Well, I never expected people to try to escape that hard from you, but I will see what I can find.
You're such a
Uh,
charmer, Catherine.
Taking a look at it from below, does it look like it someone had removed the bolts, or had it been, you know, by force?
It looked like it was pushed in from inside the vent.
So,
Some
Ah,
someone didn't crawl out,
that,
something crawled in.
mhm.
hmm,
uh, it's kind of
curious.
ominous.
Yeah. Huh? That's,
Judging by the schematics, does the ventilation system from this outpost connect to the mining operations below? Are they interconnected, or are they two separate circuits, essentially?
Seems the ventilation system is just in the facility itself. The mines have no atmosphere.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right, right, right. And on the no residue on the exit point of the ventilation, no black goo, no nothing on the vent.
As you kind of get up a little closer to examine it, you see that something was left behind. There is a strange red substance that has been left there, along with a scrap of dark black cloth with a little smiling star and a security badge for one uh, Dallas Walker of Sublight Security.
Well, Dallas Walker will have no use for that badge anymore, so I'm going to take it.
Would that be that might be able to bypass the door security of the security room?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
Uh,
call. I'm gonna call up Dr. Plank real quick. And go. Hey, Dr. Plank. It's Jack in the conference room. We got some red liquid here that we don't know what it is. You might want to collect it and see if you can figure it out when you get done.
I can collect
Yeah,
it and
of
retrieve
course.
it and return it to Dr. Plank.
Oh, thank you, Blair.
Yeah, there's no
Remember,
rush, but yeah, sure. I can analyze it chemically. That's about all. Some of this equipment's actually pretty good equipment. It's top of the line when they first got it.
Hmm. Yeah. What the hell they're doing out there?
I'd like to know is what messed up this room.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy people.
Yeah, well, I've heard people going stir crazy on some of these bases, given enough time.
Oh yeah. You hear the same joke over and over again.
Yeah, just keep your masks on. Um, yeah, there's some weird stuff in here. I think keep your eyes open. Um, some of that damage may have been done by something other than the people who were working here. I find that almost impossible to believe, but this is outer space. There's weirder things that it's an alien world. We don't know that much about it.
Well,
Sergeant, I
I
think that
mean,
checking out that security room might be the place to start.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Packers is going to return, swipe the card. Does it open the room towards the security feed?
yeah, you swipe the card, and after a moment, the swiper blows a quick green, and the door slides open.
Uh-huh,
Inside, I'll have you roll fear.
of course. 31 under 35, that's a regular.
As you step in and kind of get a better look at the room at this angle rather than from the window, there is the skeletal remains of another poor unfortunate soul. Uh, except this time it's very clear to tell what killed him, as there is a discarded pistol on the floor and a hole through the top of his head.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And there is also a data slate on the desk in front of him, displaying what appears to be a log this person had kept.
Okay, log 07-12-31. It's been 2 weeks since touchdown. The captain was right. There isn't much to do out here other than watch the stars and occasional stray asteroid float by the window. Don't even know why we are here. Seems far too easy for our usual type of job, but I won't complain about the extra pay. However, these people are looking for on this rock. It's important enough to them to pay us that much. Despite everything seeming fine, I can't help but feel off about this place. Something about the surface. I swear I can see something in the craters. Yeah, Jack, you were right. They were batshit insane.
Yep. Yep. Got a little lonely out here and probably used to having like some action just sitting around all day. Got to it. Hmm.
Eldon, should we try to see if we can pull up some of the security footage?
Yep, that's exactly. I'm right on it.
Yeah.
With the two of you working together, it is not that hard to do. And luckily, most of the security camera systems don't seem to have been damaged, as you can kind of go back to the very start of this whole operation, back in back 20 years ago, in the year of 3031. And you see that originally this was simply a group of scientists, government or whatnot, you're not sure, but this was basically a small prefab base that they had sort of just built out here. And eventually, after a few months, Sublight then came in and built this much larger prefab for the scientists. And there were a couple of rotations of mercenaries and guards, but eventually you see something. You're not quite sure what. You can't make out the shape. It moves far too quick for even the cameras to track. But whatever it was, found anyone, anything with a pulse seemingly, and made sure it didn't have one anymore. And you can see this poor sod scared out of his wits as there is a camera in the security room kind of looking in. Whatever was chasing him, he was able to lock out, and unfortunately, he didn't want to try and wait for rescue if he thought any would come.
This doesn't look good, guys. There's some type
No,
of
it doesn't.
Huh.
something. Don't know what it is. Can't quite see it, but looks like it. It wasn't. There wasn't that they went stir crazy. Something killed them.
Yeah.
Something big, something small. What?
We can't. Looking at the video, we can't really. It moves so fast. It's almost in the shadows. I can't really tell.
Might be able to take some of this footage to our ship, and with the newer systems, may be able to slow down the to a point where we might be able to get a visual. But I'm not sure. What do you think, Eldon?
I think we're in danger.
Oh,
For one thing, it was here 20 years ago, but it might be something that's indigenous to this moon and could still be here or others like it. So we need to take precautions. I think
Should
everybody.
should we go back to our own ship and talk about this before we explore further?
might be important to at least give corporate a reply.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, is to speak for corporate.
Yeah. What do you think?
Jack, why don't you come back and join me and we can do
Raj.
that.
Yeah. Well,
Mr. Thompson, I do have a long-range communication device. I can communicate back up to the ship. And if we need to transmit the video back, perhaps it can, even though the creatures or whatever it is moving quickly across the frames too quickly to be captured reliably, if it can piece together pieces from various frames, it may be able to give us a better view of what we are seeing. And as a second question, do I have permission to arm myself?
of course you do, Blair. That's an excellent idea.
Blair reaches into his satchel and pulls a Magnum revolver out from his from a holster next to his communications equipment that he's got in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm going to pick up the pistol that was laying on the floor, and we may need this as well if there's something going on.
All right.
And before we return, what do I find in the armory?
Go into the armory, it is completely empty. Though you do see cases of pretty high-end weaponry here. Possible energy-based weaponry, fully automatic rifles. Whoever these sublight guards came prepared for something.
Jesus, and they ended like this.
Perhaps they built a readout down below. Dr. Plank, I will deliver the sample of whatever we discovered, the substance, and then I will begin uploading the data from the security terminal to our computer core.
Yeah, these computers up here also have access to a lot of survey data that they did. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make the suggestion that we at least travel in twos? I don't think it'd be safe to be by ourselves anymore now that we've seen what we've seen.
Good call.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna head back to the lab. Guys, want you come join me since the armory's empty.
I will accompany you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, definitely.
We should probably check out the rest of the rooms here too. Oh yeah, we'll head back to the.
Oh yeah, and there were some barracks. So I'm wondering if we can find more of these poor sods that never seen the light of day in 20 years.
Good.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point, Sergeant. All right, I'll go back with Blair to the lab. Why don't you three check that out? And like Hassan said, don't split up to where you got one by themselves.
Eldon has a combat shotgun, and he loads it. He puts 4 shots into it. Well, I could go back to the lab with you, or if you want somebody to search these other rooms, you give me one of you want to come with me, I'd be happy to do that as well.
I'll go along with the sergeant at least because he's going to need one of us to deal with any thing that needs to be fixed or repaired.
Yeah. Well, the three of you stay together with that shotgun and Catherine's weapon. You guys should be able to handle it. We know the lab's safe, so Blair's got his gun. So, okay. All right. All right. With that, I kind of walk out.
So, who's heading into the barracks?
The sergeant is.
With Hassan and I guess Eldon.
Mm.
So the three of you head on in, and you see instead of what a normal barrack would be, this is simply a stasis chamber. There are a few stasis pods lining the walls, most of which have their hatches open, dusty, unused, save for one. One is currently shut, the lights faintly blinking. It seems there might be a survivor.
Um,
All right, everyone, Doc, big news. We got somebody that we need to get out of here as well.
A person? Are they in stasis chamber or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, stuck in the fridge. Didn't exit.
Eldon's going to try to see if he can release the person from stasis or help get the person if possible.
I'll have you make either a computers or a mechanical roll.
I've got computers as a skill at +10, so that would be off of intellect +10 then,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. Yep. And I dropped my dice on the ground. Let me try that again. That is a success. That's a 16 under 51.
Yeah, you're quickly able to sort of work the console, and eventually with the cracking of built up ice, the door slowly starts to kind of open up and mist rolls out from inside. And at first, nothing really happens at first.
So the body's not moving. I give it time though.
I will keep my shotgun trained towards the mist. No intention of pressing the trigger. Just ready.
And I'm looking around the room, and you have to be checking the other stasis chambers.
Most are empty. Eventually, as the mist clears, A hand reaches out and kind of grips the side of the pod, and slowly and shakily, a man steps out in a sublight security uniform. Nothing really much else on him, and he sort of looks around at the three of you. You, with the rescue party?
Not necessarily, but we did rescue you. So tell us what's going on here.
These fucking psychos. There's something under the planet. It's alive. It's alive. Ah, fuck. It got Johnson first. It got Johnson.
Keep going.
Oh God. Oh God. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened, right?
Has what happened?
The quakes.
No. We just got here. We've experienced no quakes.
Then they're due any second now. We gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta leave.
What is it? Sorry, what is your name, sir?
Edward. Look, you guys.
Edward, you've been asleep for 20, you've been in stasis for 20 years.
You got a ship, right? You got a ship out there. That's how you got here. We need to go. We need to go right now.
Just hang on. Just hang on, Edward. We'll go soon enough, but just hang on for now. We need you to tell us everything about the creature, about what happened here.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was in here. I was doing maintenance. I heard shooting, screaming. The door locked. I got in the pod. I sealed myself in. Figured if I looked dead, whatever it was wouldn't kill me.
Well, that was smart of you. That's how you survived.
But oh God, if I've been out that long, it means it got him. Okay, we gotta go before the quake starts. If that starts, you won't have a ship. It takes them. It takes ships. We got stranded, and then everything started.
How long were you here on the planet? How long were they here before this started?
We were
On the moon.
we were here for our monthly rotation, but the eggheads were here for at least a couple months before we showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go, but we're gonna spend a little time trying to figure out what's what. Thank you for the warning, but we're gonna have to insist that you stay with us.
You're fucking crazy. I'm not staying another goddamn minute on this rock.
And I kind of look over at Sergeant Acker, just kind of give Sergeant Acker a kind of a glance.
Well, too bad, Edward, because we are your bosses now, okay? So you're going to stay with us. You're going to explain. We got an egghead ourselves. It's upstairs. We're going to explain to him some stuff. We're going to have a chit and chat. Yeah, A new corpo sends their regards. We just came to take the station.
You you don't want this place. You don't want this place.
Oh, no. You're right. I want my pension. I just want to retire and get the fuck out of here. But the corpos want the station, so I need to get everything under control. So you either face the thing down there or you face the end of the barrel of my gun, okay?
We're just here to do an initial survey. We're going to get the information we need, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. But we got to do our job first.
Fine. Fine, but make it quick. If it hasn't started yet, it hasn't seen you, it hasn't heard you, it doesn't know you're here. Make it quick.
Did
All
you
right.
hear me, Edward? You've been in stasis for 20 years. I mean, how do you even know that what was here 20 years ago is still here? You don't even know that.
It is. Things things like that don't die. Things like that don't die.
Everything dies, Edward.
Uh,
Not this thing.
should we take him over to Dr. Emmanuel?
Escort the poor engineer back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take Edward back to the labs with you. And while they're doing that, Jack, you eventually make your way there.
Mm-hmm.
Dr.
Jack.
Plank is at the computers.
Jack, you won't believe this. These samples of palladium ore are highly concentrated.
Really?
This sort of a matrix, it looks like a sulfide matrix. That's fairly rare, but if this planet is covered in this shit, it's like this going to make them quadrillions of dollars.
Mm. It's good. That's excellent news.
It's like the African diamond mines. You just pick them up off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why somebody was out here already. This will be extremely lucrative.
Good. Hey, oh, that's wonderful news.
So what's up? We need to get off this rock.
I have your
Well, I mean,
ventilation sample,
Oh,
Dr.
excellent.
Plank.
Let me take a look at that.
And while you do that, I will begin to upload the data that you've acquired. And I'm gonna set the long range comms down and begin hooking it up to the computer and downloading and transmitting to everything.
Yeah, you start downloading and transmitting everything you found back to the ship. And Dr. Plank, as you use the scanners on this substance, it is. There's no other word for it. It's blood. But it's not human nor animal.
No,
But
it's complex. It's a
it's
blood.
it's the same biological makeup as any other blood, but it's just not any blood you've ever seen.
Blood from some animal that I'm not familiar with. It's still oxygen carrying, I think. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not that kind of a doctor. Look, if there is some sort of life form living here, and we've invaded its space, the truth is, it wouldn't be the first time in human history that we just simply killed whatever is here and took what we wanted.
yeah. I mean, that's up to the corporate bigwigs if they want to do
Yeah.
that. I mean, but if what you're telling me is correct about the palladium, I mean, they can more than eat the cost of getting an extermination team out here.
I have reason to believe, based on the geography out there, that there are probably super concentrations of rhodium, palladium, and titanium, and gold, and
Hmm.
this is like the mother lode. That's what they should name this place. Is mother lode.
The mother load. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
And there still might be something alive here and dangerous, but bomb it from space. The planet will just melt and we'll still just extract all the metal from it.
There's always risk on to other places. Oh, it's just that okay. Is the benefit worth the risk? And I think it is.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm talking this way, but I'm not my brother. My brother would be ethics all over the place, but I like the I
Me
like the
too.
cheesecake.
Hmm. Oh
Are
yeah.
we done? Are we done here, Thompson? Did we get enough information for your liking?
It's looking good and all. I'd like to figure out what is living here so we can see what kind of team. The bigger team that they got to bring, the less money they're going to make and all. So if we could get like maybe those videos worked out or see it ourselves, hopefully from the safety of our spaceship. But I think that would help get us a little bit more information and all. But the doctor said wonderful news. I didn't want to get you guys all hopeful, but with that, I did, I was able to negotiate. We all get a little bit of a finder's fee for what we have here. So if we
We'll
can
be set for
minimize,
life.
yeah, if we can minimize the security team, that's another wing on your house.
So if there are hostiles, what do we do about that? I don't have any experience in dealing with
We avoid it.
the
We avoid it.
hostiles.
We avoid it. We just need to document that they're actually here. Last thing I need is they get a fucking team out, an extermination team out here, and there's nothing.
This is our Mr. Edward. Edward,
Listen, you're you're the scientist here. They're usually in charge of things like this. You gotta
on.
get out of here. You gotta get out of
We're
here
all equal.
right now.
So you're afraid of a creature that lives here? Is that it?
The whole damn place, the whole damn thing. I, this place isn't right. This place isn't normal. It's all wrong. It's all wrong.
Here, I think I've got a depressant in here that might help calm your nerves, sir. Try this here. This might bring you down a little bit. Your stress is probably pretty high.
That's what they tried to do to us before. That's what they tried when Dallas went missing.
So tell us what happened. You were here, you were collecting samples, and what? Something
They
attacked you?
they found something deep, deep underground. They found something and they brought it back up, and it got Johnson. They took him to sick bay, and then something started tearing the place apart, and I was locked in the stace. I was locked in the barracks, and
Well, I mean,
I froze myself to
Jack,
save
that
myself.
kind of does sound like good news. We've got probably deep bore tunnels already dug
Yeah,
out.
yeah, it's less expense at all. Hmm.
Uh,
Sounds like
sudden,
what this thing gave us rights to claim it too, because no one else is.
Suddenly, almost screaming across your comms comes an emergency message from the ship. Warning, warning, temp plate shifts occurring. Warning, warning, quake imminent. And
Um,
just as the message finishes, the ground begins to shake and rumble, and I'll have you each make body saves as a massive moonquake shakes the base.
oh, I'm getting
Oh,
knocked down by that.
yeah, 80.
Before I roll, may I argue that athletics might help in this situation?
Yeah, athletics will help. Athletics will definitely help in a situation like this.
Regular success.
All right.
Kate, stop doing backflips.
I got a
Show 'em
critical
off.
success.
I got a regular success. I must have grabbed a hold of something.
Regular
To-
success.
To any and all
Yeah.
successes, you are perfectly fine. To any failures, you just take a point of damage as you kind of tumble over, maybe
Fall over.
bump or scrape yourself on a table or chair.
Ow.
So that's considered one wound?
Yes. I believe so.
God damn it.
I will also ask for anyone who did not fall over to make a sanity roll,
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
as there are a few monitors in the lab that have access to the cameras themselves, mostly just outside.
Yeah, no success here. One
Okay.
off.
As you get a glimpse at these camera feeds, you see that right below your ship, right underneath one of the landing gears, a tear in the planet's surface opens itself up, and there is that same red oozing substance that pours out of the crack as it forms. And for a moment, it's not rock, or at least it's not just rock. Underneath the surface, there is flesh and sinew and teeth, as it suddenly closes and completely destroys one of the landing gears of the ship as it sort of tumbles forward, the glass of the cockpit completely shattering. Warning, warning, major damage sustained to cockpit. Warning, warning.
Motherfucker.
Blair, can you tap into the ship and get it to lift off?
With the with one of the landing struts being damaged like that, I don't think it's safe to engage the automatic takeoff. This is likely to need a manual takeoff attempt. I could go out there and try.
Yeah, but get off the ground without one of the landing struts, getting it back down. It's going to be extremely difficult. We can't take it anyway with the cockpit open to the void.
Well, I mean, Blair could, but problem is that I don't want it to fall into a chasm or something.
Hmm.
You could go out there with him. Maybe I can repair the cockpit.
Maybe you could just frog it over somewhere and land somewhere else, repair it, and then keep frogging it. Maybe this thing can't get to it quickly.
Now, Ward and I would have noticed this. Is the prefab building, is it large enough that we could possibly put the ship on top of that, or is the ship too big for it?
It would mostly fit. There'd be maybe a bit of hang off, but
Yeah,
you could get a
Be some
majority of
tricky
it.
piloting.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be a tricky landing.
If you
Especially
could land it
without
on its
strut.
belly with the landing gear hanging over, then we could repair the landing gear.
Oh, yeah. Did anyone see what happened? What happened to the strut?
Red
I
goo
was
that came out of it seemed like it opened up
right,
below
good.
it.
Sorry. All right, I scraped my arm real bad. I didn't see anything. So
Yeah.
a red goo came out?
Yeah, Yeah, it should be on the video feeds, but it came up and it
Play
did
them back.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to alarm anyone, but if my eyes didn't mislead me, the planet is, I don't know, it was that movie far in the past, The Thing or something from John Carpenter. Now multiply the size of the thing to the size of a planet, and that's essentially what I've seen. It's like teeth, flesh, and it
I mean,
just eat a big chunk of the ship.
You're suggesting that the moon itself is a living creature. That's like Doctor Who shit.
I can confirm that what they witnessed is true. It appears that there is a distinct possibility that we have not landed on a moon, but some unknown species of gigafauna.
But then we need to get off of here. We need to go out there and
We
let's
gotta
all
get
get on
that.
the ship and I mean we can still survey from space.
There are spaceships. There are spacesuits. We could take off even with the bad canopy as long as we're wearing spacesuits.
We'd have trouble land. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think, yeah. I think most importantly, we got to get the ship to where the gigafauna or whatever isn't going to cause more damage, and then we can get it repaired. And
Yeah, Eldon and Hassan, do we have the plasteel to fix the
Should be a
canopy?
planet here. I mean, we could
There
probably,
certainly are raw materials here.
We'll do
no,
what
but
we can.
yeah, the space should have enough stuff here. Plus, the ship does have some stuff.
yeah,
Well,
We
we're
got
gonna
no
have to
time to
keep.
lose. We got no time to lose, though.
Yeah.
We got to
Yeah.
get at this
Yeah.
ASAP.
all right,
Okay,
Blair, good luck.
certainly.
I think my stress level has gone up a couple of points.
Yeah, probably.
I'll go with Blair just because none of us should be going by ourselves.
Yes. Mr. Jable, and I believe Mr. Common, you wish to accompany us and effect repairs on the ship?
Yeah.
Right.
As the two of you engage in repairs, I will prep the systems for launch yet again, and hopefully we can return to the ship in one piece with the entire crew intact.
Now, Mr. Edward, you can give me a thorough rundown of what you saw, what you think was effective against the gigafauna.
I don't know. I never went down into the mines, but
Did anyone that went down come back?
they came back. They never
Okay.
told me what they saw, but they came back.
If it's a giant space roly-poly, they were digging down into its flesh, so that might be why the creatures react the way that it does, but I'm surprised it took months for it to react.
Yeah.
And it's still worth killing and taking all of the metal.
Yes.
Fuck the gigafauna.
Well, I mean, it's destructive to spaceships. It ain't in any benefit unless the military wants to try and figure out somehow to use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
But
The
that's not going to be as much.
biologists.
Won't be
We'll
as
bring the
much money.
biologists some pieces of it. But
Yeah.
And as you're all discussing the next steps, you hear scuttling from the vents.
make sure everyone's armed.
I'm assuming that the Eldwin, Hassan, and Blair have gone out to the ship, correct?
Yeah, you've all gone outside.
All right.
And the only people left inside are Sergeant Acker, Dr. Plank, and Mr. Thompson.
How many vents are in this room?
There are a couple. There's one sort of closer to the front door, and one by the electrical closet.
Okay. The one by the electrical closet, I'm picturing, maybe not a huge vent, is there anything we've got that could cover it? Like maybe drill and screw a sheet of metal or something to cover over the vent, screw it in there. If not,
Yeah,
there's not.
I'd say you could certainly try to get one on there.
Okay.
I'll have you make a mechanical repair check. We'll say that.
Okay. And what stat would that be combined with? Like,
I believe intelligence.
okay. All right. That's all right. So it's an intelligence roll. My dice are really bad tonight.
Well, we sent our
Yeah.
engineers out there,
Mm.
so
Yeah, Jack, you grab a few what appear to be sturdier bits of sheet metal,
Mhm.
but as you try to drill through, their age shows through as they kind of just break up and shatter as
yeah.
the drill bit goes.
Right. Yeah. Damn it.
At least one
Well,
of them, can I cover it by knocking over or pushing a big, I don't know, something like a fridge from their cantina area or anything, just in front of it, not bolted.
Uh, I'll have you do a strength roll. You may
So,
add your athletics.
yeah, the autoclave is pretty heavy, but it's probably too heavy.
yeah, no, that's a failure.
Yeah, you aren't able to drag it out of the common area. It's pretty heavy.
Damn it.
Uh,
All right.
Jack,
Oh, sorry. One last question. Was there any vents in the hallways?
a good couple.
Okay. All right. In there. There goes that idea. Okay. Thanks.
Uh, looking at the red substance again, is this all carbon based like us?
Somewhat. It appears carbon-based, but altered. You're not quite sure how, but
Yeah, it seems this didn't evolve on Earth, so
mm,
it's weird. Uh, I'm trying to think if there's a compound or uh, something I could cook up that would act like an acid or something that, if it's got a lot of metal in its structure.
go ahead. I'll say you could try either a biology or a chemistry roll.
I've got chemistry. It's a plus 10. And I got 47 out of 65. So it's a guess, but we'll see if I can
Yeah,
cook something up that might be hostile to whatever this thing is.
looking over the sample you have, you can kind of determine a few things that might prove effective. It'd take you a little bit of time to make it, but it's your best shot.
Yeah.
And as Dr. Plank gets to work on that, we head on outside to Hassan, Blair, and Eldon as they start to try and repair your ship. As you guys make your way out there, your ship has definitely seen better days. The glass of the cockpit has been completely shattered. One of the front strut has basically been almost bitten clean in half, and the front of the cockpit has almost been completely smashed in thanks to falling on the surface of the moon.
All right.
Uh,
Let's work on the strut first, get upright.
Yeah, that I concur. Um,
Yeah.
all right. As you guys get to work, Blair, you're sort of standing guard, and a little ways away, your sensors pick up movement about 20, 30 feet away.
Okay. Um, uh, Mr. Kamen, Mr. Jable, there's something nearby Signs of signs of movement. I don't see it though.
I grab my combat shotgun and it's already loaded, and I kind of like pointing and looking in the direction that Blair is pointing to, see if I see anything.
And suddenly, Blair, there's 2 sources, 3, 4, 5, and counting.
I there are either more of them or a large source. I can't tell which. I think it may not be safe to remain out here any longer. We should either board the shuttle and attempt to take off immediately or return inside.
I think we should. I vote that we return to the outpost.
The ship might not survive. Remember, we could try to land it on top of the thing.
I'll
You must
have all... Oops, sorry, go ahead.
You must turn it on, power up, and immediately take to the air.
As you say that, Blair, I will have all 3 of you roll sanity as the things in the crater decide to charge.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's a pass. 04.
Okay. To anyone who failed,
Mm-hmm.
I will need you to make a stress test.
All right.
This is big.
That's the D20.
Yes.
Okay.
5.
Failed the sanity, made the stress test.
Okay.
The D20 is the panic test.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
panic.
right, that's panic.
So it's the stress.
Let's see.
Stress is to see if you go over your stress.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a panic check. Right, okay. So yes, to anyone who failed their sanity, I will have you make a panic check. So for that, it is 2d10, and if you roll over your current stress, you're fine. If you roll equal or lower, then you panic.
Okay. I pass. I'm okay.
All right.
Sirs, flee inside immediately. And I'll take a shot.
As the 3 of you watch these things crawl out from over the crater and charge you,
Are they clumped together?
They're basically kind of sprinting at you from 2 different angles, almost like a pincer type maneuver. But you can get a clear look as they sprint across the moon's surface. They are humanoid in shape, but twisted and wrong. There are 2 large, almost mantis-like protrusions coming from the back made of chitin or bone, you're not quite sure. And they run on all 4s with massive clawed hands and feet. They almost appear partially decayed as skeletal remains slowly peek out of decayed flesh that have been mangled with rock and mineral sort of dotted along their bodies.
How fast are they moving? Are they moving like superhuman speed where we wouldn't be able to outrun them? Or are they moving at slower?
Not quite superhuman speed, but if you don't move now, they will catch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say quick to the outpost. And I'm gonna start running to the outpost, and I'm just gonna hope that Blair and Hassan have the common sense to follow me.
All right.
Yeah. I go, Blair, let's go. And I'm running.
Right.
I'm following behind them, and at this point, just kind of following behind them, firing back at the creatures as I move.
All right. I'll have you. I'll have you roll a military training. We'll see if you manage to get a shot off here.
So that is an aught 7, so that is a
Alright.
success.
I'll have you go ahead and roll a D10 for your damage.
9.
All right. As the three of you make it inside, you manage to get a pot shot off, and you're able to hit one of these things in one of its arms as it falls and tumbles across the moon. You don't think you hurt it badly, but you were able to slow it down as the three of you get in and close the door, but close the airlock behind you.
Ah,
And as the three of you come back, the gunshot having been heard, Edward, the man you saved, is just kind of gets on the floor in a bit of a fetal ball. The back, oh God, the back.
Yeah, as the airlock is cycling, I'll radio through my helmet. Uh, Mr. Thompson, Dr. Plank, we have encountered creatures on the surface, humanoid entities.
Okay. Um, humanoid entities, you said?
Yes.
Hmm.
Are you secured?
Lateral symmetry, bipedal or quadrupedal. It was difficult to discern, but 4 limbs nonetheless. We are all unharmed currently.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
Let's
Make an
try and get
emergency
to.
transmission. We're going to need rescuing.
We may have to do what Edward did, is get ourselves in those stasis tubes. If worse comes to worse, that or check out what's further underneath this place.
I heard a gunshot. Did you wound the creature, or was it ineffective?
Yes, I wounded one of them, but they do not seem to suffer the same sort of injuries that humans do, at least in the same fashion.
When you
Hmm.
wounded it, did it stop running or did it continue?
It continued with difficulty.
So
Unfortunately, I
they're
did not have time to observe it more in depth. Shortly thereafter, the door closed behind me.
they're
Uh,
not
they can be hurt.
just
yeah,
yeah,
they
but
can
they're
be.
not just animals. Normally, you hurt an animal and it's going to run away. Uh, it's a defense mechanism. This gigafauna is got some sort of defense mechanism.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
need to figure out how to kill it.
we've got cameras on the outside that they're feeding into the security room. Maybe we go down there and see what the fuck this thing's doing.
What's the diameter of this moon?
Roughly the size of Earth's moon, if not a little bigger.
A good size. Mhm.
Yeah, good
I'm
good size moon.
thinking I'm thinking if it's a living creature, we could find a way to blow up the middle of it.
Oh. Hmm. All right. Let's go check those cameras and see what this thing's doing. Oh wait, no, we can see outside in here because we saw the guy saw the
Mm.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you take a
I'll check the video feed.
you take a look and you see those same horrible creatures that the other three saw as they sort of circle the airlock door a minute, some clawing at it with either the large bone protrusions or their own hands. But at this point, instead of a dead animal like sprint, they are walking on 2 feet. They're moving like people would. And it's then you notice that some of them are wearing name tags. They're wearing company uniforms or scientist scrubs. These were the people of the station.
They've been genetically mutated. It does sound like a defense mechanism. Like somehow the natural defense of the moon converts the way our body, sort of does things to germs, and
Mhm.
Looks like it takes over the body.
it's about 1,000 miles to the center of this moon. I don't know how far down the mine goes. Edward, how far down does the mine go?
Uh, Here, take this. And he reaches into the front pocket of his vest and he pulls out another a clearance card that says full access on it. This skeleton key opens up every terminal, every door. It'll show you.
I'll take that. I should be able to get it up on the computer then.
You do, and as you put in master clearance, you see the latest report that was sent in almost 20 years ago,
Hmm.
before everything went to hell.
Oh, let's see. This is another report, Report 16A. We have discovered alien life under the surface. We have discovered iron-rich liquid deposits. Upon further scanning, it was revealed this liquid was, in fact, blood, not human or animal, but blood nonetheless. We have even found a corpse deep underground and near where a core would be if this were a planet. It is unlike anything I have ever seen in my time as a scientist. Long, bony appendages that act as claws fused into the back of the creature. Its arms are somewhat short, also clawed. It appears to have been bipedal, with the capacity to walk on all fours. Its teeth, almost like a shark or eel, uh, pin-like needles meant for meat eaters. Did they uh, did they overhunt their prey, or did they eat each other? So they were encountering these sort of things. Can I access how far down the mine goes?
As you look, there are at least 50 levels of mines down towards the planet, and
Oh,
the furthest they go is about 800 miles below the surface.
well into it. How
Uh,
much, Hassan, how much explosives did you bring?
Not that much, but there's, I could, if this place has what's the power source of this place? If it is powered, going that down deep, they must have a pretty solid power source. I could
A
rig.
fusion generator, yeah.
It'd be a
But
little
now
bit
we got the problem of how the hell do we get off the surface?
yeah. I'm. We don't have a lot of choice. We've got to get that ship fixed.
We have to destroy those things out there. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to, all six of us, all guns blazing, everybody with seven of us, including Edward. We need to kill those things, and then we can repair the ship and hope that more of them don't come.
Mhm. Um, Are there chemicals in here? Flammable? I'm thinking of Molotov cocktails is what I'm thinking of
There's
trying to make.
chemicals in here.
Yeah.
I don't know that is fire going to have any effect? Will fire even burn out there? You need oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergeant, what do you suggest? This is a war.
Yeah, and we're pretty outnumbered. I'm thinking that they probably sent the security team down there to deal with whatever this is. They left all their weaponry there, so I don't know. I would take our chances to try to see, I don't know, if this thing has a heart or something. I don't even know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not good at this stuff, but there must be something that they stumbled upon, like, I don't know, a vital organ or something of this thing. Probably if we strike at that, we might be able to wound it severely so that his defense mechanism is off our back. I don't know.
You gotta.
As the sergeant mentions a heart, Edward sort of looks up. That's what Johnson said he saw before they took him off the sick bay. He said he saw the heart of this thing. I thought he meant, I don't know what he thought, but he said he saw it.
Where?
Down. Deep, deep down.
The lowest level.
Further than that, they followed tunnels where they found that thing and brought it up, and that's what started this whole thing. Something latched onto Johnson. They took him to sick bay, and then
So if it's a heart, you don't have to do much damage to a heart to kill someone. Blow a little hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
But immediately we've got the problem of those things on the surface. What if we could lure them all into a single area and then blow them all up at the same time?
Yeah. I mean,
Blair ejects like the spent shell casing and loads a new one into his revolver and says, "Mr. Edward, did your detachment have any synthetic persons aboard?"
No. Boss didn't trust him. No offense.
None taken. There's the possibility that if this is a biological imperative, either to seek food or repel infection, it is possible they may not be seeking me out.
well,
You're right. He did say that they did ignore Edward in the cryo chamber. It's quite possible that they would not. You might be able to actually do repairs on the ship yourself.
no. I mean, the only concern I have on that, Blair, is that whatever attacked the ship, they attacked it because it was metal. I'm not saying that risks have to be taken. I'm just letting you know that there could definitely be danger in that. But
yeah, this thing might have some iron deficiency, and it seeks to compensate it. Yeah.
If we destroy this creature, if we destroy this gigafauna, if we destroy its heart, it is the moon. And if it dies, then the moon dies, which means that all of us die without the ability to fly off of here.
We're like germs on its outside skin. If it dies, it just stays right where it is.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
we
those
come back
things are
with
like,
We have no
microships. And,
idea what will happen if we.
Yeah.
well, it
No.
lives in space. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I think before we do anything, what I'd like is have Blair tap into the long range transmission. Is there any way that with you tapping into that, you can send a message requesting a team come out here? That way, if things go to shit and we do go into stasis, someone's coming. We're not like Edward here.
Send them all the information. Once they get that data, they'll realize that it doesn't matter what they have to face. This place is literally a gold mine.
That'll encourage them to get their ass out here too. More than just our necks.
It wouldn't be the first time we've killed an animal to take what we wanted from it, you know.
the
It's
animal
either it's
itself
meat
might
or
be
it's-
valuable to them.
I look at it that we got two options, and I'm going to recommend that we don't split up again. I'm going to recommend that all of us stay together. Option one, we come up with a plan to kill those things out there. We kill those things. We fix the ship. We fly off of here. Option two, we go down into the heart of this. We find the heart of this creature, and we kill it. But we got to come up with a plan for how we're going to do that.
Punch a hole in it. Yeah.
Anybody got any preferences if we should try option one or if we should try option two?
My guess is that if you kill the big thing, the little things die. Just
Okay,
like if they killed you, all of the cells in your body would die.
I think. Eldon, I'm voting for option two. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't really feel like flying through the void of space with just the repairs we were able to do while under threat to that spaceship.
Do the rest of you concur?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go down. But let me check out the power source here.
My word of warning would be that death is a process, not an occurrence. Even in the human body, it takes time for the entirety of the body to perish.
Sounds like my brother talking.
In the case of an unknown entity such as this gigafauna that we have no idea, even if we are able to begin the cascade that results in its death, we have no idea exactly how that process will unfold.
That is true.
One concern,
cockroaches, when you kill a cockroach, it lays eggs as
Yes.
it's dying.
or similarly, in the case of bacteria, often when they die, they release toxins that can be quite lethal to the things around them.
Mm.
So you're leaning toward option one, Blair?
If given the choice, that would be my counsel
Okay.
to effect an escape, just because we do not know the process by which this thing would die, even if we are able to make that happen.
What about
Definitely
you,
send the information first.
Well, the bulk of the information is sent. I will append our additional discoveries beyond what they have, and I will send up everything I can and request backup if we are unable to communicate with them in the next 48 hours. And I'm going to take to that.
As you start sending that message, Blair, the facility returns back to quiet. You see through the camera feeds that the creatures seemingly burrow back under the surface of the moon as little tears open up for them to travel through. And you hear through the automatic voice system, elevator reached level 1.
Oh no, so it's coming towards us.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Our players included Victor Grau, Luke Strom, Justin Bumgardner, Oren Meyer, Keith Craig, and myself, with Connor McLean as the game warden. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastery. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the strange and sometimes terrifying universe of the Mothership role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.